Everyone, welcome to Tuesday, March 16th version of the Daily Situation Awareness Brief. Taking a look around the region, no updates in the Rio Grande Valley sector, no new declarations since the 14th for 4263 Louisiana, no NTAS notices, SEER events, ongoing PDAs or FMAGs. We'll take a look around the region for our State Emergency Operations Centers. Arkansas and Oklahoma and New Mexico remain at level 4 normal operations. Louisiana and Texas are at level 3. Here in the region, the MOC will be handling the watch duties today as the RRCC is activated to level 3. Nationally, there remain at normal operations. IMATS, Team 1 is in Arkansas, 2 is in Louisiana. Shelters have 2 open in Arkansas with a population of 10, 14 open in Louisiana with 209 occupants, none in New Mexico or Oklahoma, and Texas has 6 with 112 occupants. Power outages are all trending down, have about 500 in Arkansas, down from 4,600, about 1,800 power outages in Louisiana, down from 4,300. New Mexico is at 0, down from 50. Oklahoma has 3, down from 1,400. And Texas has about 2,400, that's down from 7,800 the last 24 hours. And now we'll turn it over to Brian, the National Weather Service, for the latest and greatest. Brian?
All right, good morning, everybody. Going to be quiet as far as the weather is concerned for today. Shouldn't see anything on the radar, really much of anything for today, so that's good news. We do have a fairly large area of critical fire weather conditions, though, from northeast New Mexico into the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles, northwest Texas, and much of Oklahoma for today. Taking a look at the forecast going forward. We obviously are still keeping an eye on the river flooding in those 2 areas of main concern, the Sabine River down in southeast Texas and southwest Louisiana, and the Pearl River in southeast Louisiana. Bottom line is we're going to start seeing flooding impacts today, and including impacts to I-10 in both of those areas. So the flood waves have made their way down to the interstate area, and we're going to see starting to see the peak of the impacts today, and then into tomorrow, into the Orange, Texas area. It's the flood wave is going to crest there tomorrow, but we are going to see flooding impacts starting in that area today. Taking a look at the actual weather threats to the region the next 5 days. Really just have that critical fire weather area that I mentioned today. And then same general area tomorrow, but a little bit less of a threat, mostly just elevated fire weather conditions out there. And as far as the system that's coming in later this week, looks like the rainfall amounts are really not all that much to speak of. A half to 1/2 an inch total from about late Wednesday through Saturday from South Louisiana into southeast Texas. Not expecting any increase in the river flooding impacts. Just primarily going to prolong the river flooding. So you can see dry across the region today in the upper left, and then down in the lower right, that's the 5-day total. And as I mentioned, over the 4-day period, about 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches from southeast Texas into southern Louisiana. And the impacts will be fairly minimal as far as increasing any of the river flooding impacts, and we're not expecting really any flash flooding or severe weather with that activity. Drought monitor, we'll get an update to you later this week on Thursday. Space weather, we have a minor geomagnetic storm today, no impacts to the region. Active tomorrow, again, no impacts to the region, and then unsettled on Thursday with no impacts to the region. So that's all I've got, unless there's any questions.
Thank you, Brian. Have any questions of the National Weather Service? Type in the chat window or speak up if you're on the phone. And thank you for reminding me of the I-10 is currently open, at least as of 10 minutes ago, and the closure is pending in the Orange County, Texas-Louisiana border area. And no questions else? We'll keep moving. The events going on around the region today and the rest of the week. And again, in the interest of brevity, here's the national days. Today is National Everything You Think Is Wrong Day, and a few others. And our image for the day is Evans, Louisiana. It is just west of Fort Polk, or DeRidder. DeRidder up there on 171. So, no questions? This concludes today's briefing. Thank you all. We'll talk to you tomorrow.